Bang outside, I hang outside. Don't come out the house, cause the gang out.
This is the first podcast we're going to be doing. We got Erik Anderson and Jonathan Vitale. Or John Vitale. Hey. Alright, so, Erik, do you have a first topic or no?
I thought you had the topic for the day.
You
I thought you had the topic for the day.
You moved the mic, kid. Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't know what I should start off with. I wrote some stuff down a while ago. I just want to hear your thoughts on the abortion thing. You know, people.
Which specific thing? Because there's been a lot of
in
things.
Alabama when they basically said
The heartbeat bill.
Basically, the one everyone was freaking out about on Instagram and stuff.
I mean, my take on it is, I think abortion should be at least partially legal, but I don't think like there's a new bill passed in New York, a few months ago, that you can give you can do post-birth abortions.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous. You're murdering a human.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there should be like limits on abortion, but I think in the right case, I think it should be allowed. I think it just have to be like a both father and mother agree type of thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times that woman just goes in either because she wants to or the guy makes her.
Yeah.
And it's not really a mutual thing, but I think there should be a first trimester limit on abortion.
Exactly. I think it's just before the heart starts even beating. John, what's your thoughts on that, kid? What's your thoughts on abortion? You're speaking to the mic, kid.
I think abortion should be allowed because, both the mother and father should agree on it at the same time. But what happens if, a family's too young or,
Alright, put your legs out. No. Put your legs out. Put them spread out. So
Yeah.
You can pull it closer so you can speak into it like this.
Alright, well, I think so for abortion to work, I think, both the mom and the dad should, agree.
Yeah.
And it should be allowed because, what if a person is way too young, they got raped, or they have no money at all, and it'd just be a terrible situation for the kid.
Yeah. I think that's messed up, dude. Alright, and then another kind of along the same borderlines, transgender. What's your thoughts on basically transgender in general, and then also about how they're trying to implement stuff in society? Can you picture going to a restaurant and having a designated transgender bathroom? Do you think that would come that far and that stuff?
So my overall thoughts on transgender is if you, it's not my thing obviously, but but if you really don't want to be that gender, I mean if you want to get gender reconstructive surgery, I think you should be able to, but I completely disagree with the demi-queer and asexual or whatever the dragon sexual is, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I think that's just completely out of line, and the left has, over the last, since Obama's been in office, has just gone absolutely out sorry, I can't talk today. Outside their boundaries, I get it, inclusion and everything, because a lot of these people have been mistreated for a long time. I think it's a shame that gay marriage has been illegal, or it was only illegal since 2012, whatever the year was when they first put it in. But I think they've gone absolutely off the walls, with putting in everything with, like I said, the demisexual, but I don't think you should have a transgender bathroom. If you can change your gender, I'm fine with that, but pick one. And there's one or the other. There's not. Some people say 72. Some people say it's in the thousands. Some say it's unlimited. And I just think that's complete bullshit.
There's only two.
Alright, I completely agree. I think it's. Dude, not only. Alright, ready? No problem with gay marriage, none of that stuff. I have no problem with that because you're not changing how you were born or anything, right? But you were born that way, and to try to say that you were not meant to be that way is kind of weird. First off, second off, it just makes it awkward for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's so awkward, taking orders from transgender people, because it's You can't be like, oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, man, or like anything like that, or thank you so much, like, ma'am. Sorry,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts? Like, what's your thoughts? I mean, personally, if you had weird experiences at work, or just in general, what is your thoughts? I mean, Erik just talked about like the whole like the law side of it and that stuff, but
I think there's nothing wrong to be transgender.
yeah,
Like, if you're happy of being the opposite sex, then so be it.
yeah, I completely agree with that. Too.
But like, I don't I don't agree with like people that say they're like the 1,000 genders there is, like star gender or non-binary or non-gender. I'm like, there's only 2 genders.
Yeah.
You're trans.
And another thing is like transgender athletes competing in the other sports. That's a big thing because
Yeah, that's.
it seems like every time that there's a transgender athlete, they go in and break a record or win whatever they're in. Like every single time, it like can't go more than like a couple months or weeks without seeing a new one popping up. Like I think the first one was a wrestler in Texas a few years ago. Was a guy and changed to a girl, and they won like sorry, 2 state titles like in a row when they weren't like not that high quality as a male. Like there is differences between male and women's sports.
Exactly.
I think they should have each have the equal opportunity, but it's different.
Yeah.
Like males and females are just genetically different. It's not that
You
it's
can't deny
anything
that.
wrong with it. There's just their differences.
The people who deny that are like kind of. It's like. It's not like we're like sexist and saying like men are naturally built stronger than women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go into brains and stuff like that because I don't know enough about it. I know naturally men are physically stronger than women because naturally men are like supposed to protect women, especially when they have kids and stuff. Like that's like their job. All right, next topic. Do you have any other topics over there? Or no, I have more, but like we'll keep it going. I mean, we can. I don't know.
Love is very political.
Huh?
So I love this is very political. Well,
Alright. No, this one's kind of like I'm not trying to be dark with it, but like it's kind of fucked. But
What's it?
is there hope for this world? And what I mean by like that is like we talked about environmental and with like Lori and stuff, marine and coastal, and it's kind of fucked. But like overpopulation, violence, global warming, all this. I mean, we're just. It almost seems like if you've seen the charts, like history is like this, and then recently we're just like this, and we're to the point where like we're reaching our max capacity of space, of what the Earth can handle, and that stuff. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you think there's this like an actual like real solution that we could actually like be able to handle? I don't know.
First off, I'm an environmental major in college, and I like to say is for us to start making change for the future is we need to go more green with our energy, take off fossil fuels, and go with like solar panels, wind power, like water.
It starts with like the big guys though. It's like people like I get it. Like at restaurants, I try to not use straws and stuff, and like whatever. I had a plastic cup right here and that stuff, but I think this is recyclable. But like it all starts with like the big guys. They're the ones that are producing it. We're the ones using it. We should be like rebelling against it, but they have to make the decision of like it's gonna be more expensive to go green, but it's better in the long run. And I think that's something that people don't understand.
Yeah, with these big corporations, they don't want to change because they make lots of money.
Yeah, because plastic's cheap.
It's
super cheap.
super cheap.
That's why I mean at the clam box, a lot of restaurants use plastic straws instead of cardboard straws because it's literally like $2 extra per straw, and that's like you're gonna have to raise the price on drinks or whatever if you're doing that.
Yeah, and also it's just I think the people are starting to make change now of like clean big areas of the ocean, volunteer work, but it's time for federal governments to start making change like they are doing in Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Like we should absolutely try to. Obviously, who wants the world to just implode due to our mistakes? But I think it absolutely has the potential. Like if it's trending the way it's going, it could be bad. But my only thing is, what's the way? How are we gonna pay for it? How are we gonna realistically do this? Because ideas are great on paper, but
Yeah.
until they're actually put into terms, and that we don't know how they'll be. It could just be a complete money pit, because there's been multiple times over the last 50 years where environmental activists have just said the world will die in 10 years. That was said in the 70s. The world will die in Y2K. That didn't happen. The world will end in 2012. Won't happen. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez saying that the world will end in 12 years, that if we don't do anything, is completely overblown. Do we have a environmental problem? Yes, we do. But I think we actually need to come together and actually make a legit compromise, like with all the big businesses and all the environmental activists, to actually come up with a decent plan.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's really not developed countries. Like the U.S. is like a very, very big like producer of carbon emissions, but we've cut it down. But I think I saw this thing: 80% of the plastics in the ocean are from 10 rivers, and no, sorry, two different things. I think it was 80% of the world's plastics are in 10 countries, or 10 third world countries' rivers, and 90% of all like emissions are from third world countries, like trash in the ocean and stuff like that. Like but I completely agree. Like I think they are the ones who really need to be stepping up. I think with help from us, like maybe guide them into like what the way to do, because it we obviously like we saw in Missile Francis classes the last 2 years, that there is a problem and it needs to be fixed. Like species are dying off due to humans, because not even because like some of our like illegally hunting or just hunting, or species are just dying, but species are dying because of our waste. It's not even for our use.
Yeah, and I think but that's like what I'm talking about with the question. Like, do you think we have the power to actually it's like literally like everyone going in for one goal? Like, do you think we're gonna be able to do that? Like, everyone's gonna. I don't think we're gonna. Like, it's gonna be so hard to convince people. I think they're gonna actually have to experience what third world countries are facing, like waking up and like just everyone's trash. It's not even really theirs. It's just our trash ending up there, and I mean because that's where we just throw it in these countries, and like they're faced with it, and they know it's a problem, but we don't really know it's a problem, because it's like I just got all this stuff from Amazon, and I'm not gonna see that styrofoam ever again as soon as I give it to the trash guy. Like, we're never gonna see that again. But like, do you think we're gonna have a chance to like everyone comes together to like do this? I don't know.
Yes, I think like the more powerful advanced countries in the world, like Europe, Japan, Korea, and USA, will make some change. But like, I really do not see. Well, actually, I think China will eventually try, but like
because they produce a lot of plastic.
They produce a lot, and they definitely want to start fixing stuff. But I think Africa and the Middle East and stuff would not, and Russia would not like try to fix it, because they just can't. They have like no money, so they can't risk it all.
Yeah, and then I have another one under here is like violence. You guys know what's going on in Sudan and stuff. And it's like, I don't know if you know what's going on, Johnny, but it's basically like.
Of course, I know what's going on.
All right. Well, I don't know. I was just double checking, but like basically they overthrew like the regime, and their thought was like, all right, so now it's democracy. Like, they're gonna vote for who they get to get. They want to put in office. Right now, there's no one in office. It's military control. Controlled by the military. People are getting shot in the streets. Women are getting raped uncontrollably and killed. And it's just like, when is someone gonna step in to help stop it? Because I mean, like, it's like, so like, I know there's political problems and that stuff, and why you don't want to step in and that stuff. But it's like human to human. If someone's struggling, is it not innate for you to go and help them? I mean, I don't know. It's just fucked in my opinion.
Well, the thing in Sudan is like, it's always gonna happen in Africa. Because the way Africa is set up is like artificial countries that the European powers made back in
exactly.
imperial.
We fucked them since day one.
the Middle East and Africa got fucked by European imperialism, but it's never got fixed because it's all these big countries have so many ethnic groups in them, and they all hate each other. It's like, I don't know, like Britain and France were considered the same country, just like they don't hate each other. But maybe the only way to stop it is a military intervention by
A bigger power.
but like the UN, like the UN, to take the military out of power and put a democracy in. But other than that, sending them money and stuff is not gonna help. It's just Africa's
I think
backwards.
We actually need to go there and take action.
Like, sorry, but let's Sudan. Yeah, they're a lot of African countries are just absolutely like just underdeveloped or whatever the thing is. Because I mean, we did kind of screw them back in many centuries ago, but that's just the way. Like a lot of these countries, they just don't look to industrialize. They look to just do what they want, be nomadic. And when you have it's the 21st century. You can't really have a country run on nomads. And if you want to be a successful country, I think you have to really industrialize. Sorry. Did anyone get any of that? Did you hear any of that?
They probably heard a little bit. It's probably quiet.
But yeah, the basis of countries, like a lot of these African countries haven't industrialized. Like that's just the way that they are. But like the successful ones have, and others haven't. But I think they need to industrialize. But I don't really know how you're gonna do that now because it's the time to do that was a while ago and they haven't. But I don't know. I think it's a shaky situation because if you look at it one way, say the U.S. intervenes, then you see that wow, if that actually works out, then you're doing pretty good. Even if it doesn't work out, you tried. But there's the other way to look at it is the U.S. being warmongering and just like that political side, I'll have to say. I think it's a real catch-22 because either way, people are gonna say you're wrong, and it's just a messed up situation. What's going on in Africa?
Yeah, that's why. Like I still think it's possible, but I think it's gonna be super hard. All right, ready?
Mhm.
This is a switch up. So no more like I'm switching from politics to kind of like our personal lives now. All right, this is like a kind of deeper one. What's the hardest thing you've ever had to overcome, and why?
I think that's a pretty easy one for me to answer. My house burned down when I was in 8th grade.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
No, it's fine.
Nah, I'm a dick, dude.
I know you are.
No,
But-
because I thought I saw Johnny laughing. So I was
laughing.
You
No.
make me laugh, though.
But honestly, if
I'm not laughing at the fire.
I know it's a very cliche thing to say, but literally what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Like
Yeah.
if
No,
you,
that's
it's just more of a mindset thing. It's like, all right, you may have been handed a situation that you don't want, or that's just not what you want, or they just got put in a negative situation. But if you just put your mind to it, you can do just about anything you want. I think it's more of a mindset type of thing. If I'm gonna attack this, or if I'm gonna just let it eat me.
yeah. No, that's something I always like stand by. Like, I think literally like anything is possible if you put your fucking mind to. Like I'm serious when I say that. I don't know why. I just think that. But obviously, it's like I'm not gonna make the NBA, but it's like if I put that in my head a little bit earlier, possible, not probable, but possible. You go.
I have a lot of things I've had to overcome in my life, especially like the speech thing I had early in my life. I was like at 3, but the most recent was really hard when freshman year of college, like the first semester in the fall, is very overwhelming, and like, cause like you start off with like no friends, you're alone, and like, it's a lot of work. You're stressed out, and like nobody talks to you, like nobody.
I don't think people realize that either. Like, I feel like that's why I wanted to do this before we go off to college.
Yeah.
Is because it's like I don't think we're gonna realize like setting in that first month or two is like super weird, and it's unique because we had Johnny here. Because this would have been different. Because I felt like if we got you before you went to college, you were probably. I remember. I feel like you were so excited to like meet new people and stuff. But then like when it actually comes to meeting new people, it's harder than you think.
Well, it all paid off. Like I was kind of depressed in the fall, honestly. Like, I never told anybody besides my family. And my friends that are in my grade, like, they had the same exact thing. Like,
Exactly.
at Villanova, SNU, St. Lawrence, they all had the same exact thing. But in the fall, in the spring, you get new friends, and you party all the time. And, yeah, I know it's funny to say, but you just, like, have new friends. And joining the lacrosse team really changed everything for me. Made everything more positive.
Yeah, like for me going into like the college discussion, like I'm kind of lucky. Like I know a lot of people who go in the same college as me. Like from, there's like a good amount of people from Ipswich, and I already know like a good amount of people from like other ways. Like they're like throughout like the North Shore and just like different places.
Oh. It's like, why did the tongue was what?
But like I like worst case scenario, I have like a legit like good group of people to like fall back on, but I don't really expect to need that whatsoever. Like I'll still hang out with those people. I'll still talk to them like on a decent basis, but I joining like group chats or whatever I think will really just like prepare you. But like I just got really lucky with just happening to know a lot of people who are going the same place I am.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hardest thing that I had to. I don't even know what. I haven't been hit with it yet. I know like Johnny's was like for college, and I feel like mine's gonna come then. Like I haven't been like hit with it. I mean like you lose people and that
course.
stuff in your family, but like besides that, I haven't been hit with it yet. What do you think it is?
It'll eventually come.
No, I see. Yeah.
It's eventually
That's
come.
why I wanted to do this because I feel like
But, like
this is our mentality before college.
Yeah.
And you're still in the beginning, right? We're not even started yet.
well,
But
it's,
I feel like it's gonna come. Like
it's a hit all of it.
Huge decisions, like
Yeah.
huge like changing majors if you don't fuck with your major, like stuff like that. Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be
you're pretty much
it's
fucking with money. You're fucking with lots of money.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, you're not, but for like Erik and like all the other kids in your guys' grade,
Dude,
all gonna get it.
In the Agganis game. I was North Shore College. I was the only community college in there. It was funny. All right. I don't really know.
Let's see what I got.
Yeah, what do you got, dude?
All right.
I don't know.
So I have a couple of things written down too. I mean, I maybe was gonna say them until later because got a good ending coming up, which you guys see soon, or when we're over with this.
Well, how much? I can't even see the time. How long is it going?
Well, we've been. Where is it?
The top right. Or...
No, it's not in the top right. Sorry, I don't know. But anyway, you'll see it at the end. But just have a couple things written down. As we're talking about colleges and majors, what are you guys' dream positions in what field that you want to go to?
I have that written down. Dude, this is out of the blue. I still wish I could do something with that, but if I obviously if I can't, I have a plan to fall back on. Like obviously, fucking Johnny, get off your
Why
phone.
are you on Snapmap?
Get off your phone, kid. This is serious. So if I can't do what I would like to do, which would be like something with video games, which would be fucking dope. Yeah, I hear you laughing.
I know.
I already have like an accounting thing set up. I have a good group of people that I know that are accountants and that could help me out, and they make a decent amount of money. Money doesn't really matter though. If you want to do what you want and have fun, I think you should do it. But accounting, and then accounting if I can't get anything out of video games. So
Not gonna happen. Oh yeah. What was the question again?
Dream position in what field?
Well, so as I said earlier, I am an environmental major. I would love to work in this marine biology thing in Salem, and you just like do ARG samples and do the salt marsh, almost like we did in our trip with Lori.
So you're gonna be
Glenn.
No, not Glenn Hazelton. Not who's the girl? Liz Duff. Tony will be Liz Duff.
I think that's her
Liz
name.
Duff.
That's her name, the one that's in charge of the place.
Yeah.
Dude, you'd be a fun person for kids to interact with.
Yeah.
But like my dream job, honestly, I don't know, be a millionaire of like get free money.
We're
that's
not a
cliche.
socialist country. We don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it would just probably be more an environmental
Do you
field.
know what's the salary for that? Because once again, this is like I feel like this is something he wants to do, and it's not necessarily about the money.
Yeah, it's not about the money. I could easily go for something else to make more money, but I'd just be happy, make decent money.
Yeah, and I have no plans to. I really don't want to move anywhere. I wouldn't mind to have like to take vacations to places. That's what I would want to do. So my best friend's mom, or Michael Dues's mom, she's the one that's giving me the internship my second year at college, and she works in Wellington Management. They handle $3 billion in assets, so they got a shit ton of money coming in, and she gets to go places for like work and stuff, and I would love to do that. And like hopefully, I would love to live around here still and have like a second house in Ipswich or like Florida or something. That'd be fucking dope. What do you want to do, Erik?
Right.
You can go.
But to finish off, yes, I agree with Jack. I'll definitely. That's why I want to do the Salem thing. I want to stay as close as possible in North Shore or even New Hampshire, just close. I want to move to like Florida, California, or anything.
Yeah.
So going back to the original question, of what the dream position would be, like the dream position, like absolute, like what I would like kill for, but probably the most like not realistic was just to be like to call professional football games, like that's been something I've had an interest in since I was a little kid, like this, like being washed up right now and not be able to play sports anymore, like especially football, really hurt really hurt me, because it's just been such a big part of my life for so many years, and I'm not good enough to make it to the NFL or whatever, so I feel like that's my way of continuing my like sports career, and I know my shit when it comes to like stats or just X's and O's or anything, but like my dream position would like to be like to call, like to like just be like a sports broadcaster or just like in sports media, like doesn't matter if it's like a journalist or on TV or radio or just like something in the industry.
Yeah.
And like I would love to stay locally, but I like if you, like you were saying, maybe get a second house or whatever.
Yeah.
One day, if we're forever I'm at, or if I'm still around here, that I would like to do that. But
The water's over there. I just wanted to refill it. Mom, what are you doing?
what's
Come
up,
on,
baby?
hey, Johnny, take them all over there. Put them on the side. Is that on?
Sure.
It's just pretty official.
Would you like anything else?
I'm all set, Amy.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Jack, if there's anything else you
All right,
need?
Mom.
All right.
All right, love you, bye.
So yeah.
But no, going back to that, I think I completely agree. I think one part that you made clear that I think a lot of people need to understand. I don't even know who's watching this. I'm watching it basically just for myself. I'm trying to do this just for myself, but other people can watch it if you want. I think younger people need to realize early what they can do. Like I know you just said, like you realize that you obviously you don't have the talent to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
And you need to realize that, because if you don't realize that and you waste your time, yeah, I'm saying, Alex, I don't even know if you're watching this or whatever. If you're watching this, you have a problem with that, dude. You gotta realize when there's a dead end before you don't want to go down the whole road to realize there's a dead end when you have a sign that says dead end, and you need to be able to like see the sign and not go all the way down the road, waste a shit ton of time and effort when you can clearly realize you don't have it. It's like, dude, like we can't just like, I don't know. It's not like we're gonna fucking practice in the backyard playing football and just end up on the fucking Gillette Stadium. Like that's what you think. I'm honest. Like
No,
I've
completely seen it. I know exactly what you're talking
I'm not
about.
trying to call out Alex, but like the fact that you think that you could be a bullpen catcher,
In the MLB.
that's delusional. It is, and it's not like it's not possible. It's just that you're not doing anything to make it possible. You're not playing high school baseball at a D4 shitty school. Sorry to say it. Besides lacrosse, we're really.
That's why I'm in college for lacrosse. Because we had the best lax ever.
All right. That was
No, but yeah, but the finish off Alex. Yeah, it's like only like 0.1% of athletes make it to the professional
yeah,
level.
and you gotta be able to realize if that's you. Like, and it's like, there's just so many things that I can point out. It's just you haven't played a lot of sports, and it's kind of delusional to think that you'd be even involved in a pro level of sports when you have no history playing sports. Like none, literally none. Like haven't touched the field in a high school sport, and you think that you can make it to the MLB or coach Alabama football?
Oh yeah.
Like, dude.
Oh yeah.
Erik would coach it before you. Like, and that's not even like a knock on Erik. That's literally like Erik knows more about football than you, and you'd be like, no. It's like he has history. He has actual things to back him up. He has coaches to back him up. Who do you have? No one.
Madden.
Yeah, Madden.
No, but like going actually, now that you brought that up, like for another, like I would maybe consider like coaching like if either football or whatever, just like maybe like I don't know, high school, or if my kid is like playing whatever. But I just love sports so much. It's just like it's painful now that it's like completely over. Like sorry, continue. Like, sorry to bring this up, but like the other day, remember the Titans came on, and I cried. I actually cried watching that movie. It is my it's been my favorite movie like of all time. But like seeing that now, like now that I won't have to, obviously we don't have like all the race riots in Ipswich in 2019 that they did in Virginia in 1971. But it's just like all like everyone like anyone who doesn't like play on like a certain team will never see the little things, whether it's just like being Boy J for basketball, or just I don't know, it's just like the little things. It's you'll never get to experience those again.
Let me stay on the topic of sports. All right, ready? We're gonna do this. And we're gonna start off with your favorite memory from each sport that you played in high school, or even before that, middle school, high school. And then after that, we'll talk about we're gonna each do that, and then after that, we're gonna talk about the thing that we're gonna miss the most from each sport.
All right.
Because I played an all-star game yesterday, and I think it finally hit me that like that's my last time that I'm gonna touch a high school court like, ever. And I was like playing with like the kids that I've been facing against, the best of the best that I've faced against like my entire childhood. And it's like I'm not even sure if I'll ever see these kids again. And it's kind of weird. And like now, even that I'm thinking about it, before we even get to that, like I'm sitting here, and it's like it's gonna be weird that we're gonna like if you watch this 10 years from now, like shit, dude, like time fucking flies. But all right, ready? Speaking on the time flies, Johnny. Favorite memory from each sport that you played. So say the sport, the memory, bada bing, bada boom, go.
I like football's the easiest to say, because football, it had to be the Thanksgiving win senior against Hamilton with my friend Alex Brum, our teammate. Freaking got a touchdown for the win. That was sick. Like, because Hamilton was like 10-1, and we had like 6 losses. We were expected to lose. But lacrosse is very hard, actually, because there's a lot of lacrosse memories from youth, high school, to college. I could name a lot. Like, I want to say title in high school, the North titles, freaking beating Hamilton. Hamilton! Youth, I played with some of the funniest kids ever in youth, like Alex Cobb and like beating him and Josh Warren had the best defense in 7th grade. My 7th grade, I scored a goal as a defenseman, ran across the field and scored twice. But college definitely joined the team, and you get a lot of benefits, and also I won a championship there too.
But what's your favorite memory? Like, can you name a specific memory?
Probably the state title, because that was like hype.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you didn't say that,
That was hype.
Johnny, you were working during the game.
Yep, I was. I was a good worker, and Chick was like, "Oh, you're a good worker for missing that." I was like, "Yep."
That does stink though. I wish I was there.
But the party afterwards was lit. I was like, so I missed the guys, but work's more important. But I'm in college level, bitch.
I realize that now. Fuck work. Like, literally.
You have your whole life to work.
Exactly. I was saying that with the grad party. I told Eirk that. I was like,
yeah.
Like when he's in Gloucester, it's like, dude, you can go to Gloucester whenever you want.
Yeah.
and you have one grad party, it's like you gotta fucking send it and go there. And what happened? We were out till 3 a.m. Memories were made. That shit was lit.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of those grad parties, cause like those are your last
You gotta
moments.
speak into the mic, kid.
You guys have to take advantage of those grad parties because those are like your last. Well, you'll party with your grade lots more in the future, but it's your last parties as like high school kids.
Yeah.
Then you all party in the summer. Then you head to college. You get like a lot of experience and stuff partying. And partying in college is not the same, honestly. It's not like there's a lot of kids you don't know, you don't talk to them, but take advantage of your Ipswich boys and girls.
Yeah, going off of what Johnny says, like from this is what I've heard so much that like even like people who are in college or just are in the workforce or just like I've always heard the term like professional athletes, like they obviously like the level of competition and just like you can do more things when you're older, but you'll never be with your best friends like every day going to school and just like hang out on like every weekend. That's what high school is. It's just you'll never have that happen again. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I have my days about that too. Like probably 2 years ago, I had like a huge like fucking smack in the face. Where dude, I was crying. I was just like, dude, I wish I could be a kid again. Like, so fucking badly. Like I just miss.
Like waking up Saturday mornings on watching SpongeBob.
Yeah, dude. That's another thing we'll get to later. That's the 5-minute blasted question right there. But no, go favorite memory from the sport. But like only do like seasonal. So
Of
like,
course, of
like
course.
if you played more than one sport
Of course.
in a season.
Football. I mean, obviously, that like there's two that like really like resonated with me, but there's one that stands up above the rest. Beating Hamilton on Thanksgiving. Like I was on the team with Johnny's senior year, and I remember Brum catching that touchdown in overtime to send them off the right way. But
Let's put this in behind us so we sit closer. Here, Johnny, come behind it too. No, behind it, behind the hill. No, sit up. Erik, lean back or lean forward. There you go.
But
Let me get a little.
for my senior year, like going into the season, we didn't have much hopes. We only had like 3 like seniors who had ever played, and then we had one other one, so there wasn't much expectation. But we beating Hamilton on Thanksgiving after having like a really good season and like one of the best seasons that we've had in a while in Ipswich, I think since 2006, and finishing 8-3 with a league title and appearance in the playoffs, and just shutting out your rival on last game you'll ever play on their field, and the coldest Thanksgiving in I think about over 100 years. No, there's nothing.
Yeah,
That was freezing.
Alright, so
That's my football one.
basketball.
Basketball the first time of the career, high school career. I mean, I knew I was never gonna be like anything special at basketball. Like when I was like younger, I'd like be good at basketball. I was just so much taller than everyone. But one particular memory, there really isn't one for basketball.
You don't have to say like one even on the court. You can just like say a funny one.
Yeah, that's exactly the first thing that came to mind. Freshman basketball practice. So, in the middle of practice, we were running this, we were just working the offense or whatever, and our coach is just like going over something, and I don't even remember how it happened. You probably do, but Ben Gibb, or also known as Jibby, just blew into Ben Yannikakis' ear, just like Lance Stevenson did into LeBron. And Ben just like, we just blew into my ear. But like playing basketball, like freshman sophomore year, like I knew I was never gonna like play. Like I knew I probably wasn't gonna play past sophomore year because I don't know, there's people much better than me. But it's just like hanging with the boys and just beating teams that you don't like in your league and just like playing the sport and just having fun. Wait, you see only doing one per season, or?
Yeah, one
Alright.
year per season.
Alright. And then spring lacrosse. Like I've only played lacrosse 3 years, and then like sophomore year, like first year playing, and that's the year they won the state title, and that was just phenomenal just to watch and storm the field. But one moment or a couple from this year, like this is my first year, like actually like starting being a goalie.
Hold up. First off, he did step up.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fill Aiden's shoes because that's hard to do.
Winning his goalie in Ipswich history.
But he did actually step the fuck up more than I expected.
Mhm. Like, Going into the season, everyone's just like, "Oh, how's the team gonna beat new goalie who hasn't really proven much before?" And I was on junior year, I was overmatched, like going against like people who have been playing across since they were 7 years old, just like very very good. And I'm just like going into the season, like, how am I gonna be? I just have to get better. But going to that like 1 or 2 moments, finding out that I was a league all-star, like really like made me just so happy because I had put in a lot of work, and like a lot of people like was like, I don't know if the team's gonna be like, I don't know about the goalie, but I always knew that I could. I knew I had to get myself better for the team to get its max potential. And I didn't want to be the reason that this team didn't go far enough, and I didn't want that on my like conscience for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then, of course, beating Hamilton in the first round of the playoffs, my last win I'll ever have as a high school athlete. Beating them and me having a really good game, and just the end of the season didn't go the way that we wanted to against Bishop Fenwick, but long story short, those are my moments throughout my high school career that I love the most.
To defend Erik, he really improved because like no offense, sophomore year he couldn't make a save for his life.
Joey, that is complete bullshit, and you know that.
I mean, he's way better than Stu as a goalie, definitely. That was the worst goalie ever.
Right. What the fuck?
But yeah, like Eirk was there. Like, he got shadowed by Mickey D. Mickey D was a star goalie, but in the junior year he definitely got some minutes in varsity. But the way he improved his senior year is crazy. The way he improved his senior year is crazy and becoming an all-star because like before the season, his senior season, me and a bunch of kids in my grade did not see that team becoming good. We thought the kids were not gonna be good. We didn't think Eirk would be good, but they shocked us and surprised us. Because the grade above me and our grade, my grade,
Dude, that's just like
all played college lax. And we're like, dude, with us gone, like it was just suck from now on. But they shocked us.
Yeah, no, but that was good, definitely, because I'm just like, dude, that story right there is just like shows like how hard work can actually like fucking pay off.
Mhm.
Like actually, like Eric's just not gonna sit around and get fucking good, right? Like I feel like Mickey D probably has natural skill, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the best of the best
Just
are
have
naturally
natural
born.
skill.
Exactly. It's like,
And then they also work hard on top of it. That's how they become.
but it's like we were talking about earlier. It's like I think Eirk realizes that like he wasn't necessarily born with that natural skill necessarily, and he has to work for it. And I think a lot of people at Ipswich kind of realize that no one's naturally like fucking LeBron. No one's like that. Like everyone has to work, and it's very clear the good ones from the bad ones are basically weighted by the work they put in. All right. For me, so football, I played like a little bit in middle school, but it was funny. I always remember this. So, Manchester Essex or North Reading, and no. This is like 5th grade, and this is like Themis is coaching and stuff, I think, and was it Themis? I think it was like Themis, Bill, and someone else at the time, and we were in North Reading, and I was like safety, and the kid ran to the outside and cut to the middle, and he got like by me, and I chased him down for 90 yards, and I got him at the 1 yard line.
That's pretty sick.
I hauled that kid down, and it was like I basically missed the tackle when he initially like went by me, but I fucking sprinted right behind that kid the entire time, grabbed his foot and stopped him at the one.
They scored on the next play, didn't they?
But that was pretty.
Effort doesn't go unnoticed.
And then basketball, probably. I mean, dude, I was pissed. I missed when we won the Cal champs, dude. When that was like 8th grade. That was sick. I had a lot of freshman year is probably one of my favorite years of basketball.
No, that was a really fun team.
We had the funnest people. I mean, it was just such a laid back environment. You love the teams where you're so skilled, like the last team. You're so skilled, you can kind of just like jerk off. And
Yeah.
stuff on,
Like against some teams, you can just absolutely coast like there's no
so
tomorrow.
good, and you guys trust in each other so much, and there's so much team chemistry. You guys can. I mean, I'll get to my next memory after that, but like, so basketball. I mean, freshman year is pretty awesome, but I think this is like a weird one. This is probably from JV that I had my favorite memory, dude. Like, this is like, we were down probably. We were probably down like 25 to fucking Trenton. No, Georgetown at home. I don't know.
I remember the home game.
Yeah. Ted Flaherty remembers this. Dude.
Oh.
He called it out at the
Yeah. I know the game you're talking about.
Basically, like, I think I got like 6 steals that game. I think I got like 13 points. But I was like we were kind of all like moping down. I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm going hard as shit. And we got like a shit ton of points. Like, we literally just like stormed back and we won by like 15. We were a shit ton.
Yeah, we like it happened like right before halftime, right? This is when we started to like pick it up. Yeah, I remember that. One more thing from that season, I remember the Linfield game home. I think it was Linfield.
Yeah.
The game went into double overtime and didn't play a second.
That was a good game too, dude. I think I got a triple double that game. No bullshit. I remember counting it. I'm proud of that. Baseball, my favorite memory ever, was probably 7th grade year. Our team was so good. Sad he didn't make it out there. He was on like an art.
Prior commitments.
Hey, but our team was so good that we got to go out to Springfield, Massachusetts for a baseball tournament. I wish you were there, but I mean, anyone there can attest to that. That was probably one of the best like team vacations ever, because it's like, when do you really get to go somewhere and be with your team for a whole weekend and play a game that you guys all were super good at and you love? Like, that was some crazy memories we made there. Once again, I wish you was there. But all right, now we're gonna start it over to you. We're gonna say the thing that you're gonna miss the most from each sport. I don't know if you're gonna say something before that, but
Nah.
okay. So you're gonna start football. What are you gonna
Football?
What do you? I mean, you've had a lot of time to think about this.
Almost 2 years, yeah.
And I mean, even you, because you've had 2 seasons, but like you kind of been like out of it for a while. So
It's very easy to say. Very easy. Football was like your teammates were like your family. They're like your fellow soldiers right into a battle. It was like your boys. And I definitely are gonna miss like just like getting prepared for a game and playing the game. But like I wasn't that excited with practices. Like, I miss practices, but like lacrosse is different for practices because you get to think around. But yeah, football is definitely like the family aspect and the hard work, especially for us Tigers. We have to work hard to win games. We wouldn't like.
that's another thing. You guys were like naturally talented, like some other teams. Like, you guys have to work for it. I mean, even Ben. If Ben even watches this, I mean, we used to play right out here in the backyard. Jordan used to be the automatic QB, and I would just toast him. I mean, the kid was a porker. He was not, but he worked, and he got rid of that, and I mean, now he's like a pretty damn good athlete. So I mean, that's
Nice to play D2 lax. Like.
yeah, I mean, that's crazy, dude. I mean, if I was gonna do a podcast.
Yeah, Snooze D2. You got full ride. Yeah, as a mini, you got full ride.
That's impressive. If I was to like guess that like 10 years ago, like I'd be
That's what Victor said.
delusional, dude. You're really delusional. All right, Johnny. So that was your favorite. I kind of expected that, brother.
Lacrosse? Well, I'm still playing lacrosse, so it's not over for me yet. But for a high school and youth perspective, I miss a lot of it, especially the practices. The practices were one of my favorite things in lax, because, like, like in football, yeah, coach just screamed at us for every mistake we had. But in youth and high school, you got to, like, dig around and have fun. But I don't know what I miss. Lax is just playing it in high school and youth in general with all your teammates.
Football, there's literally a million to pick from, but it's just, like Johnny said, it's just like the family aspect. Because, like, in my opinion, I think there's no greater like team sport than football, because it doesn't matter what you do, or like if you do something that like doesn't help the team, if you don't follow your assignment, it screws the whole team up. Even if 10 guys do their job, if one doesn't, it really screws up the team. But it's just bringing everyone. It's just like everyone together, and then it's just walking under the lights on Friday nights after a long week of school, long week of practice, and then just beating the shit out of someone from another town you probably don't like. And then, like, I've always had success, like, just about I think all but 1 year in football we had a winning record throughout my life, since like second grade. That's what I've been playing. But it's just like there's nothing. I can't even begin from where to start from missing football. It's just contact. I just can't pick one thing. It's just I'll just miss everything. But track, I didn't in the earlier parts that track did junior and senior year. I mean, it's track. I just did it just to do a sport and lift. And but I will miss just like boys just like joking around and having an Ipswich legend of Jack Welch being our coach and just being himself.
Mom, stop.
Thanks.
What are you doing?
Thanks, Amy. But yeah, having a
I can't wait in the future when, like,
we're just gonna laugh hysterically at this. Thanks, Amy.
Hey, you gotta be careful with that water.
It's like having an Ipswich legend, like two Ipswich legends, like Jack Welch, who was the head football coach for over 35 years, winning like many state titles as your shot put coach. He's just very old fashioned in just his ways.
I love people like that, dude.
And then we lost
You'd be an interesting one to have on this.
Yeah, oh my
Maybe, like,
God.
topics earlier, dude.
yeah.
It's like none of that bullshit.
And then we just lost Ken Spellman. He was a track coach too. He was a track coach for over 50 years, and then he was an assistant under Spellman for many years. So rest in peace. But just like honestly, it's track practice because it's track. There's like it's not a game every like couple days or like every Friday night. It's just like every other week or whatever the meets are. But meets are boring. Because, like, we just threw for 5-10 minutes and then just bowled. But, like, it's just gonna miss, like, Welch and just, like, all, like, the boys just joking around. Because, Flexi, if you ever watch this, dude, that is the kid who honestly made my track season this year, Flexi. That kid is just so funny. But, from lacrosse, Foster's... Johnny, what are you doing? Foster is an absolute character. That is someone who I'll miss. Like, I really like I know I shit on him all the time. Like, I don't know, but like he's someone I really look up to because like when he told us at our banquet the other day, like it's like they've been playing lacrosse in Ipswich since 1967. I wasn't there then. Wait until 1969. But just to literally give yourself to a town and a sport for that long,
Whoever calls people like that a loser too, you're a fucking loser.
who
I'm
calls
just saying,
people like that?
people like that, I swear to God, heard it before. People
About
that devote themselves to something like a D4 school.
Dude,
sports.
who cares?
And
That's where you're from. That's communal ties.
That's what I'm talking about. Is that some people think that's a loser though, in terms of like, oh, like what are they doing with their lives? Like they're just devoting it to some kids on a team. I swear, I've heard it before.
No, yeah.
I'm not just like saying it out of the blue. Like, I swear to God, if someone says you're a loser for that, like that's just dumb, dude. Like, that's dedication, dude. That's like fucking respect. All right, I'm going to the bathroom real fast. Continue what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. So it's just he's a person who I'll miss, like, because he's been in Ipswich for his entire life. He went to high school here, coached here for however many years, was a middle school gym teacher, being him, and then like playing lacrosse in Ipswich. Like, we were very successful, as you know, Johnny. Like, how many games do you think we lost? You probably in the single digits, like, or around close. The last like couple of years.
If I include my high school career, not including you, high school career, we won 6. I think it was 6 or 5 senior year. It was my senior year.
What? How many games you lost?
Yeah, I think it was 6.
I think we were. I think we're 11-5 and lost one in the playoffs. So yeah, 6.
6. Then 2 junior year. So that's 8. Then I don't remember sophomore year.
Yeah.
And freshman year, it was like, with JV with Steve Langland's freshman year, probably had 2 losses. So yeah, I'm close to single digits, very close.
No, it's just like the team success, like we've been, like I say, playing for over 50 years, and one of the founding members of like the sport in the state of Massachusetts. So I just like, it's insane how you can just like, I just started the sport sophomore year and like never had like even close to a losing record. Like, we've just win after win. It's just so nice. Like you put in the hard work, cause like you want to keep that tradition going. Like, you don't want to be like, oh, they were the ones who started the downfall of the sport. And like, I think it's just everyone wants to do that, because I don't want to be the person who fucks up to ruin everything. So I think it's like, I really like that. It's like, that's like Ipswich lacrosse is it's a communal feel, because can't tell you how many Ipswich bumper stickers like Ipswich lacrosse you just see all around. It's everyone just loves it. Like, that's a sport that doesn't. It's not like it's a niche sport, like a regional sport, and now it's starting to grow. But I was a baseball kid when I was growing up. I never thought I'd ever play lacrosse.
Yeah, I remember Max is still. I'm not sure Max's feels on it anymore, but Max absolutely hated lacrosse.
Yeah, like in middle school.
Ben was talking about it yesterday. He was saying, like, imagine like if I never switched, like if I like
Yeah.
what I'd be. Because he goes to college for it. Like, he got a full ride to go and play.
Like, wait, did he actually get a full ride?
Yeah, I don't think it's full. No, they want him to play there, but I don't
think it's a full
Jordan,
ride.
I don't think he
They
got.
gave him a scholarship, probably.
They gave him a pretty huge ass scholarship, but if he,
like,
they got him a huge scholarship, but if he continues there and does really good, they'll make him full ride.
Alright, one thing I want to say. Is this, like, arguably, like, the best feeling in the world, like, when, like, hard work and then you finally get success out of it? Like,
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, like, down here, too. I don't even, you guys haven't even seen it. Rewind the clock 10 years, like, literally, like, all, like, the stuff that I've done down here is, like, basically me, like, organizing it, envisioning it, and, like, George, like, helping out with it, but, like, literally, like, in anything, sports, life, whatever, like, even on the smallest, like, well, not small, but, like, working throughout a shift and to try to just power through it, and, like, no matter how fucking bored it is, or how much, like, no worse feeling than squeezing relish on a hot summer day at the clam box, but you, like, push through it to, like, just get your money and stuff.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. Alright, but, what I'm gonna miss from each sport, football, I'm not even gonna mention that. Cross country is kind of like track with Erik, like what I was saying. It's not even like, it's like, you know, like, I don't miss, like, running and stuff, like, that's, like, I don't miss that. I'm gonna keep doing, like, I'm gonna keep running. I wouldn't mind to do, like, a little 5K here and there and stuff. I wouldn't mind that, but I miss, like, the whole thing, like Sue Marcos was awesome, dude. Like, I miss, like, she was an awesome coach for me. She was super, like, just compassionate and stuff, and she was just an awesome person. And I'm gonna miss, like, I didn't talk to the kids that much, but, like, it was just, like, a whole, like, there was no egos or anything, which I fucking like in, like, real, like, the major sports, I just feel like there's kids that are just
absolutely.
egotistical, like, fucking, don't get me started on that. basketball I'm gonna miss the most. I mean, I still play in like a men's league. I'm not ever gonna probably give up basketball, but I don't know, dude. I'm gonna miss like the just like the whole like the warm ups, going out to the music and stuff, and just like also like the mom squad, dude. I want to miss the mom squad, dude. And that our moms were talking about that too. And it's just you just get disconnected, like all the moms, like the parents that are cheering at the games and stuff. It's like Steve Kivicus was talking about how much he missed. You know, he missed Amy. Like we showed up to their senior night, and it's just like this is like kind of like a crew, like part of the crew is like Beth, Amy, Steve, Sue, and like Roey, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Like it was like I missed that. I missed that crew. But and then baseball, I played in high school. I kind of regret not playing the spring sport at all in high school. It's kind of fucking weird. Either baseball or like even trying lacrosse. Trying lacrosse like you did.
Yeah.
Baseball, I'm definitely just gonna miss another like those were like probably like my best friends, dude.
Yeah.
Like growing up, like obviously I met you at the clam box, but like you,
No, the other person works in the clam box in here.
Blanket to your left.
No, I didn't hear anything you said about me in the clan box. Sorry.
No, I said no. I met you at the clam. I'm talking about like my best friends growing up, dude. Like that was like my baseball team was like better than my basketball team. Like basketball was like we had a lot of the kids that were still my best friends, but baseball was like we had that 7th grade year. I was just like that was
such dude. That was the best.
Ready? We had Murphy, you, Ben, Saw, Josh, Dan, Jacob, Stevie, Max, Cole, Evan,
Angel.
Angel. Was he on it? Yeah. He
Yeah.
showed up like 2 days.
No, but who else?
Declan.
Yeah. No, he wasn't in he wasn't in 7th grade.
Yeah, he was.
No, he
was
wasn't.
8th grade.
No, it's the other way around. No, other way around. Because I remember like watching your guys' game and like I remember this one time because like Bill just dude I completely remember.
No, he
no.
played. I had the picture upstairs.
Dude,
I had the picture upstairs from 8th grade.
Yeah, he played in 8th grade. He didn't play in 7th grade.
Oh.
Idiot. This one time I remember I remember like watching you guys' game in 8th grade, and Bill just told like whoever to move the bases, and Ken was like, I had like 8 strikeouts, I'm not moving the bases, and like Ben's like, I had 2 doubles, I'm not moving the bases, and Declan's just like, I went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, I'm not moving the bases.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss that squad. We have more topics. I mean, like we could probably talk on literally for fucking hours.
Oh, literally. I mean, my phone's dead. I had some stuff written down, but
John, do you have any topics that you really want to talk about? Something that's lingering on your mind?
Well, most of the stuff, I just want to save it for it's like just me and you talking about like work and like this stuff.
Yeah,
But like with us, I don't got like much. But I guess I could say is what are you looking forward to after high school?
After high school?
alright, I guess I'll go. I mean,
Then we'll go
Yeah.
to then back to Johnny.
yeah. So, the one thing that I'll look forward to after high school is... Just put me on the spot. Oh, I got one. Honestly, dude, not sussing about the IPD. Can you relate on that?
I can agree.
I mean, I don't know. I like honestly. I've thought of some more. I've thought of some more better ones now that I've said that.
Try to go deeper. Than
No,
that.
yeah,
That's like a
no, I got-
obvious, like Ipswich cops, like
Are so bad.
dude, like why are you trying to like power trip all the time? Like dude, we're just high schoolers trying to have fun, and you guys are just like ooh, can't stand it.
Actually, yeah,
Freaked out about everything. It's like literally like they suss about everything you do.
yeah.
Like literally everything. Take off our bathroom doors, like well, that's like the school, but like still, it's like
No,
the cops
literally.
are probably like kind of like pushing it, like come on, like do it.
Like no, literally on my way here, or like after I leave work, I'm just taking a neck run, and cops driving the other way, flashes me with his lights, and then I see him start to turn around. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. What'd I do? So he turns around and just puts on his lights. I'm like, fuck. So I pull over, and he just drives right by me, And I'm like, dude, why the fuck did you flash me? My lights are on. I have everything working. And I don't know. I just
This is a communist revolution.
no. It's just like we all have countless stories of just like shit that
Cops have fucked us on.
Mm-hmm. And-
Barricade suspension.
I was gonna say that, but you did. But yeah, the like decisions and just like, well, I think it's more decisions, but I think it's like police intervention. If you know, you know.
What are you looking? No, he's saying like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was
Like,
just
that's the thing that.
yeah, dude. That was just the first thing that came to mind. But honestly, just making money, legit. Had not had like, obviously you're gonna probably have to worry about money at least somewhat for the rest of your life. But I did like being broke sucks. But yeah, if like you were saying, if you just like if you know you're gonna work hard, like you say in a job, like or just whatever,
And you have to know that too.
yeah.
And you like genuinely like have to believe it.
Like
you can't
always try to be like the best in something. Like
Yeah.
that's what gets you
That's
more
what I'm
money.
talking about. And,
Cause like you could go like
people
literally
who
anything.
half-ass, like piss me the fuck off. Like
Mhm.
in sports too, and it's like dude, like I don't think I half-ass in like any practice. And like if I was like an actual person, like if I was that actual person, I would like look back now and just be like, dude, why didn't I try harder? Like that's what I always ask myself. Like when I was playing the sport, it's like, why would you not go harder? It's like this is like super cliche. Like you literally only live once. Like why aren't you trying to go as hard as you can? I don't know. Like it just.
Man.
What am I? All right. So what am I looking to after college or after this or what do you?
Just
after,
like after high school.
after high school, getting my life set up, dude.
Yeah.
I think I've started to become more organized. And I think I'm finally doing like I want to get shit done. Like I wanted to get this done, like this podcast, and I literally just like was like, fuck it, I'm buying that, I'm buying that, I'm buying this, and like I'm making this shit happen because I want to try to get as many people as I can and as many podcasts as I can before people leave. Because I think the biggest thing is that people are gonna change their mental state after this.
Oh, absolutely. Like I've already looked back on answers that I've said within the last 45 minutes. I'm like, why did I say that?
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm not Stevie. When it comes down to it.
Alright. No, I'm still going bimbo blah blah blah. But yeah, getting like life straight away, and also I don't really have time for like new genuine relationships. Like as much as like I want to I don't like that's why I'm kind of like North Shore is like gonna be chill, but like I kind of just like want time to myself right now. To be honest, that's why like another reason why I chose North Shore is I'll be like going there with kids, Rat, and whoever else.
Right.
It's like,
Hey, Gibby, Clabs, PJ, Blake.
they go there?
Yeah.
Alright, but
PJ
like,
doesn't go there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be
Oh no! Oh, never mind. He dropped out.
Is that community college is like I kind of want to just like do my own thing. Like I'm gonna be able to pay off for my college. I'm gonna work while I'm in college, so I'm gonna be able to pay off my 2 years at North Shore. And I've already done the math that like my parents can cover the next 2 years at Amherst, which is fucking awesome. And it's like if you have money from your parents, don't go to some stupid school and blow it all. Like fucking like expensive ass schools that you don't even know what you're doing. But I don't know. I'm just kind of looking forward to doing my own thing, dude. Like just like trying to just get things straightened away in the next 2 years, and then when I have to go make relationships with people at Amherst, I'll be in a better spot. So you go, Johnny.
Just to switch things around, I have some suggestions. Suggestions for the future of your broadcast. I think there's some people you should definitely do. They definitely have mine, like
Who?
Adam from the Clan
I'm
Box,
gonna get out of here.
like people, like our friends.
Well, because he has different insight too. It's like,
yeah.
And dude, everything. This whole idea sparked from like me and Adam just talking. But then like when I got my second, I got a letter from myself that I wrote to myself in second grade, and I was just like, dude, I wish I could like have a podcast of myself in second grade, like talking, like I could see myself.
Yeah, and then
the way I talk.
Want to see it like look
Yeah.
back another
But
10
also,
years.
like, just like the slang. Like I was telling Johnny today, like the slang that like we're already forgetting slang from like freshman year that Max used to do all the time.
Oh, dude, like,
It's like chippity cootie, like that's like obviously
That's- yeah.
like this year and like the Miller jokes, but like we're forgetting like older jokes and like
Oh, I
it's so
know.
funny when we're all just chilling around together and we're just like, yo, do you remember that? Like they used to do that. Like I just
no, dude, that's why I try to take as many like snap memories as I can. So I just like look back through, like, oh my god, that was so funny. And you're just like, oh my god, what the fuck was that?
yeah, exactly. I totally agree. All right, Johnny.
Then last.
Who else do you want me to bring on?
No, like this is like a group thing we should do, but like your favorite clam box, like back
I
row.
don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring that many people.
Well, like me.
If Adam wants to
Like-
Adam can definitely. I have 2 more ports, so if we can get more people, they can share mics, and that's I don't know how are we not.
I don't think I feel
I'd
the.
have to angle it differently. I'd have to like angle it so it's this way, like the couch and like.
No, but if you think about it, only like a few will show up. Like me, it'll be like me, you, Adam, and Dan. Like Nick's not gonna show up. Nick will be like da da da.
Okay. But yeah, all right. So you already. I mean, you're kind of already like. Well, what are you looking forward to? I mean, you kind of already like.
Already got like set, but definitely more into college. You
I'm
know.
still looking for like so much more freedom now too. Like
Yeah.
I literally have school 2 days of the week. 5 days I have 3, and I was like the Electric Factory hit me up. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, the Instagram account.
Yeah, they hit me up to like. Well, they put out something on their thing, and I've been talking to them. I wouldn't mind like editing shit like on like the side
Yeah,
for like high school stuff. That'd be kind of dope.
that would be nice.
But all right, Johnny, do you have another topic or no?
No, I don't.
I wrote this one down. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to do this on the podcast, but short and long term. How did I word it? Short and long term, like hope or expectations for sports,
It's just sports.
like
Oh yeah.
specifically sports specific or just in general.
I hope less people go to private schools.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like when you think about it,
Dude, it's brotherhood. Like that's
There's
what
been
it's about in high school sports. It's like
Uh-huh.
you want to win, but you want to do it with your favorite people, and like you want to have a good chance. I mean, obviously, if the
Like-
guy's a douche, let him go to St. John's or whatever.
yeah, but like when you think about it, like Ipswich is like in the grand scheme of things, like it's a good like for the most part, like it's a good school for the Cal or like for some things, but like we have produced a lot of talent, like a lot of talent who's just gone other places. Let's see, just in our grade alone.
Alex, dude, we were talking about like.
I know.
Remember, I don't think you were there. Maybe you were there, but we were at Victor's Hot Tub last year, sometime this summer. Imagine if no kids transferred. Alex Kopp at linebacking. Oh fuck that, dude. That would be Pat Flaherty too. Dude, we
Biggest
were-
mistake of his
Just-
career.
Just like in our grade, like we have a starter on two sports starter on
Liam Stacy.
not well that hit him.
He was
Like a 2 sports starter for Division 1 state championship team, Murphy.
Murphy. Oh shit, yeah.
And like when you think about like
He worked hard too. I really.
like remember when we were in
I
like
never really
middle
thought he was,
school,
like, that good of an athlete, and
dude,
I
he's
mean,
grinded.
Yeah, that's what you can shut you can shut me up by doing hard work.
Yeah.
That's literally what you did.
But, like-
I respect the shit out of that.
Like if like just from our grade, if Connor Silva stayed, if
Yeah.
Liam Stacy
Yeah.
was, like if you stay, if
that's like two. I mean, that's 2 lax kids right there. Then
Yep.
it's Connor and Liam, and then you wouldn't be.
I
goalie,
probably
but,
not.
but everything
Like,
happens.
everything for a reason, yeah.
Exactly.
But if you think about it, like how good like Ipswich could be, like if
That you can do this with sports all day, like run
Yeah.
guys, like
What ifs?
What exactly? But I mean, shit happens for a reason. So
yeah.
just can't sit on it for that long, man.
Alright, man.
The sun is getting hot.
Really, you're on Snapchat right now?
I'm trying to figure out what a dash is. It's like I sent in our group chat and like nobody said anything, and like Victor's like, "Oh, I shall be at our house." No. Like,
Alright. Shit. Let me think what else I got. I don't even know how long do you think we've been doing this?
Little over an hour.
Really?
Yeah, cause I got
it's
here
10
like
o'clock right now.
I got here like 8:15. He got here a little after that. we were shooting for 8:30. Probably started closer to 8:45, so a little over an hour. Right?
Alright, hmm. 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 Let me think. Any topics? Do you guys have any topics?
I mean, I thought I had some more, but phone died.
Phone dead. Alright, well here, I can start.
Oh,
some,
didn't you do the PTI thing or no?
I have some questions written down. I'm not gonna narrow it down into 5 minutes. It's whatever. Alright, so ready? We're gonna go person. I'm gonna say a question, each person answers. Alright. So we're gonna go we'll start. No, we'll start. Johnny, Erik, me, we'll go in this order, just constantly in this order. Alright, ready? You ready? Who's winning the NBA finals as of right now? These questions are all as of right now in terms of sports and other stuff.
Who's gonna win the NBA Finals next year? It's a tough one because I don't think the Warriors are gonna be good next year. So I'm gonna say Milwaukee Bucks. To be honest.
Okay, that was emotional.
Finals matchup between Bucks and Lakers. Bucks taking it. Sorry, another loss for Bron.
Yeah, right. All right, so Lakers are winning it. AD and LeBron, and they're still gonna get another asset. Yeah, they're gonna win it.
I do think it's to be Bucks versus Lakers too.
That'd be dope. Warriors, dude, you've had your run. I don't think the Rockets can do it either. We had a long talk about this before.
But they might get Jimmy Butler. They're thinking about getting Jimmy Butler.
That could be I don't know. They could have. I don't know. All
They're always gonna choke in the playoffs.
Ready? World Series. This year. Currently this year.
I'm not really a baseball guy, but I would say the Yankees. Honestly,
Say it into the mic, John.
I think somebody did New York Yankees versus the LA Dodgers, and the Yankees are gonna win.
Yeah, I think this might be the Yankees' year because they were the best. They're the best team in the AL East right now, and they've had so many injuries. They just got Judge and Stanton back, and they've still been the best team. I think their opening day lineup. I think they had all but one or two of them hurt for weeks and months on end. And they're all getting healthy now, so I think this might be the Yankees' year.
This kid's laughing. Honestly, dude, I don't know.
But don't count out the Sox. They're getting hot right now.
I went to my first game in 5 years. Kind of proud. But I'm just joking. They had a walk-off, and then the other night they had a walk-off, maybe last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights in a row.
They're starting to heat up. They're starting to heat up, and it's good. If they keep this up...
Only 1 game back of the second wild card.
That's what I'm talking about, though. I honestly think they can still... I think they can do it. I never doubt out a Boston team, dude. They can pull strings, and they can actually get everyone in on one goal, winning a championship. We're city champs, dude. Stanley Cup.
Honestly, I think I don't think the Bruins will go back. Honestly, they were good enough to make it this year, but I think Bergeron and Char are too old, and the Bruins gotta start aging, unless they make some amazing moves in the offseason. But I would say the Las Vegas Knights are gonna make a comeback. They win and beat the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Lightning should be the favorites to come out of the East, and probably the Knights out of the West too. But this depends on how you look at it. I think next year could be the last run with this current Bruins team because Bergeron's been there since 2004. Char's been there since 06. Krejci 07, and that whole group Krug, and then Rask too, and then you got the young guys, Carlo, McAvoy, DeBrusque. No, he's not too young, but it's that. That's the new core. They're right now they're together and just this crew's still falling a little bit. This one's rising, and these last couple years and probably next year too be the last time that they're be this close with this current squad. But I think watch out for the Bruins next year too. They got an easy path to the finals this year and choked it this year, but watch out for them next year too because they know what they know what it takes now because made it to a game 7. That's just puck luck. That's just all it is. Puck luck and IQ. That's what lost you that game in that series.
Yeah, I honestly, I always have faith in Boston sports to get it out. I mean, I don't pay enough attention.
can't
That's good.
see.
That's good. That's good. Cheese. I always have faith in Boston sports. I agree with Erik. I think it's going to be the last chance for the Bruins. I mean, because if you lose, what is it? You lose.
Chara, Bergeron, Krejci.
Did they lose the year before this, dude?
What, the cup?
Yeah.
No, they lost it in 2013. Lost the cup in 2013.
Yeah, I know, but no. All right, so they had a good team though the year before this.
No, they've like made the playoffs every year for the last like
And they were
12
favored,
years,
though,
except
right?
for the last
five
like
years?
except for the last like for like a couple like I think 2 years in this the playoffs the last like 13.
All right, so
but-
basically this team is choked twice.
No, they didn't choke last year. They were up against Tampa last year and just got railed. Like straight up cock in ass.
But yeah, I don't know. I think this is. I'm gonna just ride on the Bruins, and if they don't win this year, I think it's gonna be a rebuilding period after this year. All right, ready? Who is your favorite rapper right now? John. Finn.
Juice WRLD.
You gonna elaborate?
Well, so I didn't start listening to music till like this fall. So he's like I definitely heard
He's 20 years old.
like I
He
definitely
started
no like I
actually, like,
Shit, happy birthday, I
listen
haven't
to
seen that.
music.
no like I definitely listen to music in parties and
Understand
stuff.
the song, like who's it by? Like he just started this.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, no, I'm not like bashing on you for it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Kendrick, I think he's the best like in the game going right now. He's just. Do you have to do that after everything I say? Nah, Kendrick is just so he's just like he's not a mumble rapper, SoundCloud rapper. He has like legit lyrics. He can give you a banger. He can go like emotional. He can just do everything. I feel like the top like 4 or 5 in the game right now can do that. Like not much other people can
Yeah.
like efficiently, but I think Kendrick is the best going right now.
I mean, I think, dude, this is kind of over my, like, time, but, like, also, like, right now, like, I can, like, listen to J. Cole whenever, dude.
Yeah.
I fuck with J. Cole a lot. Alright, what's your favorite band? Johnny, do you even know any bands,
Fuck. No, I just like soul singers. I don't know like bands.
You know soul singers, but not, like, a band?
Well, I don't like any bands.
Really?
You know, like any bands.
No.
Some of the bands that rock. Led Zeppelin. No one? Alright, you can pass.
Johnny and the Wildcats.
What?
I need the black chicks.
Like if you put like a gun in my head for one band, I honestly might go Queen. Queen, I just like have like all the respect in the world.
I know you like that song. I was just saying it because you like it.
Yeah, but you're also a little bitch. But yeah, Freddie Mercury, dude, he's gay, he got AIDS, whatever, dude. He could sing like not many other people, dude. He was just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree, dude. He's pretty damn good. Oh, dude. Like just
Hey.
you know what? Honestly, like, dude, this is my favorite band. This was like probably my favorite band growing up. No, I do like Led Zeppelin a shit ton. Dude, I fuck with Green Day a lot.
Yeah,
I
like Green
used to
Day.
have a shirt, and I love that shirt. I still have a picture of me in that shirt. I love Green Day, dude. I mean, they had some solid stuff early. They Nimrod, dude, like they're probably. I have a question coming up soon too, but they probably have my favorite song. I'm gonna actually go into that. My favorite. All right. Well, my favorite song from them. You can name your favorite song from the whatever band you pick too. My favorite song from them probably is Good Riddance, dude. Time of Your Life. I had the song on repeat in the car when I was little, dude. I love that song. All right, Johnny, what was your favorite song from like a band?
From a band?
Yeah.
We are the champions.
So Eric's. What's your favorite song from Queen, Erik?
Favorite song from Queen. Probably Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like-
same. I can sing that whole entire song, like no problem.
and that's saying something for Johnny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it is the global icon song that they have, but I just like really enjoy that song. I think it just can brighten your mood anytime that you put it on.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your favorite song right now? Like the song you have on repeat right now. Like the song that you're like hop in the car and you want to get hyped to a song, you want to like sing along to it. Like it can be old, it can be new, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Honestly, there's a lot of songs I like, but I don't really have a favorite. I just like to listen the songs I have.
Yeah.
They all hype me up, like Drake, and there's like Kiki. That's my favorite. But I used to sing that all the time.
Johnny, do the dance, do the dance.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Right aside me. You know, he's a champion. Congrats to Drake. Sixth man of the year.
You're gonna talk into the mic.
Drake is the sixth man of the year of the Raptors championship run.
You know what? If you asked me like literally 5 days ago, I had a completely different answer. But this one's kind of random. "Runaway" by Kanye. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
It's off of shit. What album was it? It's the one with the red background. It's shit. My dark. Yeah. It's My Dark Beautiful Fantasy. Like that one. Like I don't know. Like I just like saw like a meme about it on Instagram. Like a thing about it on Instagram. I'm like, oh, what is the song? And I just like absolutely love the song.
He keeps laughing. I'm not laughing at all. I actually like it.
Look at
I like it.
Well, like it's not one of his bigger songs or like even one of the bigger songs on the album. It's just I just legitimately very much like that song.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm gonna say this. I fucking this song.
Really?
I fucking
Tell everyone what song it is.
No, I mean, dude, I was listening to it last week. Was super rainy at work, and I've been listening to 106.7 because my speaker got some. But I sent my speaker back to Amazon, so I've been having to listen to the radio, like besides in my car and shit. And that song came on. I'm like, yo, this song is so tight. It's unwritten by like Natasha or something, I think.
Tasha Benefields.
Yeah, that's a yam. But if I'm not listening to that, I'm listening to "Ransom" by the little whatever, you know that guy. I'll play it right now. They're not gonna copyright me for it, but.
Well, when it comes to Ciroc.
You know what?
Why are you on Instagram right now watching videos?
Social media is God.
This one.
Oh yeah, this is a good song.
I fuck with that song. Alright, let me get my notes back up before my phone dies or anything. An embarrassing song you have on your phone. Like a song that like if someone's scrolling through like, why the fuck do you have this on your phone?
I don't really have a embarrassing like the songs I have on my Spotify is really all hype songs that I know and like people have suggested to me. Like yeah. I have to say.
Embarrassing songs?
Actually no, I do have it. Probably like the most embarrassing probably has to be the NF songs because like people know and like them, but it's like some people do not know them and be like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, like kind of like depressed sounds.
Yeah, like they're like, I don't know. Just like, if I don't know. There's a lot of songs that like, they're pretty depressing, and like people in college with my car, like, why the fuck you listen to this?
Yeah. Like when you were younger, I feel like you just downloaded like every song you just like heard.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, there's like a couple of like a Last Sad Song by Tech Nine. Don't even. I don't know. Like
I know that song.
you do.
I said I don't even know that song.
And then I don't know, like just like you especially just shit on me for this, like having like Dropkick Murphys on this song. It's not even like not even like embarrassing music. It's just like the people like not like a little
I
bit.
hate when people say it like, dude, cringe.
It's not even like cringe. It's just like not like I like the music that you don't think other people like, but they're like legitimately good songs. But just like for the teen crowd, if you know what I mean.
Alright, so I got some funny, dude. I got Big Time Rush.
Dude, Big Time Rush is gas. Don't at me.
Yeah, I know. No, like literally, like back in the day, I would be like, so like, dude, like I hate that. Like I was like fake like in elementary school, like in terms of like that stuff. I feel like everyone kind of was.
No, absolutely.
Whereas,
Like,
like girls, because girls like definitely fuck with Big Time Rush, and I knew that. And like I was afraid to be like, yeah, dude, like I like watch that show too.
yeah, I mean, like that was like me with like Disney shows and like.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Like I was always like.
I have no fear in that shit at all now. Like,
Oh, of course.
Like it's like laugh if you want, but like actually like genuinely enjoy the show.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
I was like, I always like was like a Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network kid because that was like what those like the popular. But like,
yeah.
dude, Disney shows were gas back in
They
the
were.
day.
I 100% agree. And then the other song, Willow by Willow, Whip My Hair.
Oh no!
Yeah, I did it. I have that on every single time. I only play it like once. I probably play it like 3 times a year. But, like,
Yeah,
when it comes
no,
on,
there's definitely a lot of songs that you just like skip like almost every time. They're just like, you know what? I don't feel like skipping it this time.
Yeah, this one. You know what that makes me think of Ben Blizzard. I remember him listening to that song.
Yeah,
Remember he loved Frank Ocean. And
He loved him.
Frank Ocean, dude.
I whenever I think of that song, I think of the what's it called, the Kids Choice Awards on Nickelodeon, like one year. Nick Cannon.
Alright, ready? Alright, we're gonna do this. Alright, so Johnny, you can start it off. We're gonna go back to you. Alright, so you're gonna go favorite memory with like me and then favorite memory with Erik.
Oh, that's actually a really hard question.
Especially on the spot.
Yeah, especially
That's why I
when
didn't want to do 5 minutes because I was like, I kind of want like more in-depth answers. For
Yeah.
this.
Because,
this
like-
is definitely like the rest of these questions, and then we're gonna be done. All right, we can go do whatever you guys want after this. Or
I mean,
go home or you
I'll
guys-
definitely like to, like I'll definitely answer a different kind of this answer for Jack when it's just me and him.
Yeah.
But just for right now, probably. Oh, there's a lot. There's really a lot. Probably the DQ, like stops we used to have after work, and like we just fight everybody in our clan box group chat. No, like honestly, work stuff. Like but still, like the school. Me and you, there's the group studies, like whatever those were called, the
Focus group.
focus groups, and there was like the
Oh my god.
bashes, like the 4th of July party. It was
That
just
was pretty funny.
me,
Fucking heads.
like me and you have just so many. It's just like it's hard.
We've only known each other for like 2 years.
Yeah, only 2 years, and I pretty much did not like Jack before that because he shit on our football team.
Oh, dude, yeah, a lot of people hated me for that freshman
Yeah,
year.
dude,
I made a poem as a joke. We were in a
I
poetry
was
class.
I was the reason that poem spread.
Yes. You put it, no. Well, yeah, Dan put it on his story, and then you screenshot it and put it on your story. And it was like, I think I still have it on my school account.
You probably did.
It's something like, dude, I forget it.
Dude, I remember it was like, it's the worst team on Division 4. It was like
It's
worst
4.
team on the North Shore, even in Division 4.
Yeah.
It was like
No, I said that. I mean, they lose more and more, even in Division 4.
the worst team on the North Shore. And it was just like shit like that. So like, I think freshman year,
People genuinely, I
like
remember.
Billy Kashidis, like was ready to rip your head off for almost a year.
Yeah, but now we're good. Like we're really cool now. And it's just, I don't know. I literally said as a joke.
No, I remember that one time.
Caleb looked at me and he like said like he's like I'll punch you, dude. Like there's that Spirit Week. It was so funny. I'm like what?
I remember.
Joke.
Actually, fuck, I just forgot what I was gonna talk about. Never mind.
So yeah, Jack has like endless memories. I can't name them all because they're all like different good
Yeah.
memories. Like there's like the favorite work memories and there's favorite parties in school. But
Yeah.
Eric's a weird one. No. I can name so many fun parts, but there's a lot of favorite memories of Erik. But like, this is just a random one to be funny. Has to be every time he parties, he always gets drunk. It was
That
like,
is the point of going to a party. You get drunk.
I know, but it's just. But you ask Jack. It's the funniest thing. 'Cause he's like passed down the couch. So I'm not drunk. And puke everywhere.
All right. The thing is, that stuff like that only happens when like everyone's around. Literally, it seems like literally if it's just like a few people, like I'll have like even more to like drink. You can go fuck yourself. You can actually go fuck yourself, Jack. But to defend myself, actually I'm not even gonna fucking say who gives a shit at this point. Johnny, continue.
And another thing will have to be, like for both of them, Jack and Eirk has to be Lori LaFrancis' class.
Yeah, oh my god. That was the funniest class, man. Me, Johnny, Jack, Lost,
Rat.
Kivs, Drew, and then there was just like that was like the main people who controlled the class, and then you had like the other contributors who would just like absolutely would shit on like Joe. Who else? Fucking Jucky. Who was Farm Girl in Laura LaFrancis' class?
Emma Jacqueline.
I told Max that you had a crush on him.
Yeah, I know you do that. He wouldn't leave me alone for that for a week.
Max,
No, I could.
told Max, we were like saying like we were just like, yo, you have to say like a secret for a secret, right? And I'm like, about someone, and I'm like, dude, Erik like is in love with Emma Jacqueline. And Max was just like, no. So like every time we were in like environmental, Max would like look at Erik. And then I would look at Emma Jacqueline and be like, exactly.
No, I wrote. This is funny. I wrote a college paper on his classwork because it was so funny. It was like about like favorite memory, and dude, like, I can explain what everybody's doing in every class. Like, so, front across from me to the right would be who was it? You or Drew?
Dude, it was me, Max, Drew,
Erik.
And then
Stevie,
Johnny.
Alright, wait, I'll make this make more sense. Jack is like stirring shit up with the impressions and like whatever. I'm talking to Lori, being nuts. Drew's like, guys, like you guys do the homework, and like Steven's like
They're absolutely oblivious.
he's like unless he's drunk and high at the same time across me. He's like,
And he's just sitting there, just bullying.
doesn't talk once, and Kev's is sitting with his
and
head.
then just like, bang! It's like the entire class is
Erik-
just like, fuck.
Eric's like around like doing this to everybody.
Or fighting with him or Rat.
Yeah, Brad
We
and
would push the desk with our feet, and Erik would slam it back. And she'd
Dude,
like,
she got
she'd like,
so
she'd
mad
get
at
mad
him.
at, she'd get mad at like Erik, and he'd be like, he did it,
he did.
Remember that class when we went outside and you guys hid my phone for like half
I never
an
did.
hour? And then she made you go back and like she made you guys apologize to me because I was looking
That
outside.
wasn't me
for
though.
her.
I had no problem. That
What
wasn't
do you
no.
mean?
I was sitting in the classroom. That was Drew.
Hey,
Who took it and like held it through the entire time? That was Drew.
yeah, it was always Drew. It was always
You
Drew.
answered, like,
No,
thought it was, like,
I know. I
you
genuinely
do
you because whenever your phone's taken,
Cousin, you do it almost every time.
and he comes up to me, he's like, "Where are we again?"
Wait, back to the environmental class. Finish the scene. Kids will have those big ass school headphones on, watching Trail Park Boy. Trail Park Boy.
He did that.
Steven's so loud. Next, like.
And Stevie's just like,
He pulls up the video of the Kansas City Chiefs and he's just like,
Erik, you're fucking bros.
That's literally kids. Alright, dude, Erik, now it's your turn. You're gonna do the favorite memory with each of us.
oh Jesus, there's so many to fucking do with each. Nice job, Tony. Jeez, I just can't think of like a single memory, but like, I'll try. But Johnny probably just like on Thursdays during like his senior year, like during football season, I'd just go in his car. We'd get his check from Clam Box. He'd get the same thing every time, and order a coleslaw and a chocolate milk. And then sometimes he'd be in the car, and we'd either drop him off home.
Mississippi juice.
Yeah. And then he'd go to the bank, and then he'd stop home for a couple minutes, and then we'd just sit in the SPL and just talk about literally anything. Like those days were awesome. Just like Johnny. The Thursdays before football practices your senior year.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Those are definitely my favorite moments of Erik, for sure.
And then Oh, jeez. This kid was like one of my first friends when I moved to Ipswich. He was in my
table.
yep in
Mr.
6th
LaRoche,
grade,
Ben Blizzard,
Mr.
and
LaRoche
Mr.
class.
Mr. Olympian. Or
Yeah,
he will
is he?
be.
Yeah,
I think he will be.
probably honestly.
Nasty diver.
I don't know. We just like in Mr. LaRoche's advanced math class in 6th grade. What do you mean it?
No, I know it was. Well, I mean, you were in it, so. Johnny, you were in advanced math once, right?
Hell no. But I was in advanced history and English.
Really?
English too?
Yeah.
No way, English.
No way.
You can't
What
write an
year?
essay. No, no,
What year?
Sophomore year.
And then they finally realized, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
this kid can't handle
No.
the classes.
Then I moved back to CB2 normal classes junior, senior year.
Okay, ready? Erik, keep going, keep going.
Yeah. Jeez, but I don't know. It's just literally fighting about anything, every class, every day.
Dude, we were literally
For
the ruckus
years.
in every class.
Literally
every
for the
class.
last like
It's like, Guillermo and Raphael.
for the last 3 years, like of us just being in classes together, literally almost every day. I don't know, like in 7th grade, do you remember when they like hated each other in 7th grade?
Yeah, well, that was.
What was that about?
I think it's because I made fun of like what you ate at lunch. I'm
Yeah.
serious. That was literally it. And you got I remember I had an orange and gray North Face, and you got sour cream on it. And I was fucking pissed. I was fucking pissed.
Is that actually why we like
Yeah,
didn't like
and
each
I was
other in
making fun of you
7th
because
grade?
of the sour cream and shit.
And then no, like it was
would make fun of
more
you.
than that too.
And then you were like, you would say it to my face, and I would like mock you, and like you obviously still get mad if I mock
Yeah.
you today. But yeah, that was over that, and then this kid's over here. Dude,
But just like all the parties, all the Xbox parties, just everything, just all the times at the Y.
Max.
Oh my God, those were so fucking. We still do them.
Yeah.
Literally, just like having
Georgie.
and just making fun of everyone, dude. Literally, we would roast anybody.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Jeez, dude. Alright, so then Johnny, then Erik. Oh, dude.
Actually, are you doing Johnny's first?
Yeah, you
I
can
go
go back.
piss. Yeah, Johnny. Let's do it. All right, let's. Tight. Got back in.
Oh shit, dude. Alright. Dude. First off, Erik 100% farted. I can smell this shit.
I can smell over here too.
He's dead ass like shitting his pants right now. Alright.
Wait, what did you say about me?
Alright, ready? Favorite memory with John Vitale.
There's a lot.
Dude, it probably has to just be like, dude, it has to be the parties. Like, just everything that leads up to it, and then, like, the whole night. And then it's, like, how we get home. Then the jetties in the morning after. Dude.
Those are definitely like top.
Like, dude, that's, no, but I don't even, like, that's kind of how you guys been doing your memories. Like, how, like, the routines of just, like, when you used to drive me home with, like, Ava and shit, and you always call Ava and be like, what the fuck are you, Ava? At school. Jeez, dude, probably like that, like just like all the parties and shit.
It's not like for you, Erik. It's not single moments. It's like routines.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of. That's what like the theme. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like literally, like every day, like we'd party, and we'd end up back home, or like I would end up over his house, or like somewhere, or whatever. And then the next morning, we like all go to Jetties and just like talk about like the night.
There's always something that wild that happened that we didn't tell each
Yeah,
other.
speak into the mic, kid, for like the
There'll be
last half.
something wild that night in the party that like I saw or Jack saw, but the other one did. We just tell each other Jay's.
You still have to talk into the mic. You're sitting here talking to it, and you leaned in and you're like this. That's still not talk. You gotta talk to the mic like this, kid. Wait, what?
What?
All right, Erik, be careful with the wires and shit. All right, pull the pillow up.
So
All right.
yes.
Wait,
Yes.
what? To what?
It would definitely be the parties.
All right, yeah. And then with Erik, dude, he kind of already said it. Fuck. Yo, honestly, chilling in KD's room after school.
During our vlog too, dude. Those
Like,
were
dude,
so
that
fun
was like a
with
hot
basketball.
spot. Like, we because of basketball and him being our coach, like, we made like him like super popular, honestly. And like he's like obviously like a dope dude, but like a lot of people didn't know him because he's brand new, and we like got his we basically like got his clout up. But clout man. Probably that, dude. Like literally, like I look at the Meek Mill video.
I haven't seen that.
I'm gonna
in
let
a
that
minute.
shit burn. I don't know if I don't think I can pull it up, dude. But
Chilling in KD's room.
gonna fuck with him, bro.
You know about that?
And then he's like chilling in the CAD lab, gonna hit a fat dab.
Dude, freestyle.
We used to do freestyles in there, but we would just chill in there after school, get our homework done, mess
Oh.
around, and you could be like, yee.
And then our sophomore year, like, go on the
Cab
cab
lab.
and give me.
Dude, those were actually some of the best times, like before like
Those were
sports.
maybe the hardest times I've ever laughed. Just like
Gabe was like, brow, brow, brow. Look at that
we,
shit, brow.
we do like one of two things.
Sporkle.
Sporkle, when we just do like just like a random one, just like top 25 scores, and Gibby would be like, bro, Boba,
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, and like Quincy Ace.
Richard Jefferson.
Those were so fun, dude.
Oh my goodness. I saw the video of it. He's like, what is that? Indiana Pacers. That's Turner. That's Turner. Yeah, that in movie trailers.
Oh my god,
Dude, like we watch like horror movies.
and Gibby would be like, bro,
What the fuck is that thing, bro? He's literally like freak out. He's like grabbing her neck. She's like, bro.
That's like the most giving thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is. She's like, bro, what the fuck is that?
It's like, did you just see that? Like rewinding like 5 times. Like, look at that.
Watch that! What is that? What is that? He's like throwing the stools and stuff. He's like, yeah! Like pushing people. He like punches the monitor. He's like, what is that? He actually did punch the monitor.
What's the monitor because something scared?
He's like,
scared him.
I miss chilling like in the cat lab after school like that, dude. That was some fun times. Wow. All right, ready? Now these are kind of actually like. I had a lot of shit written down. All right, I'm gonna try to blast through these. So these are like just one thing, one like word.
Alright.
Favorite sport, Johnny.
Lacrosse.
Football.
You had to say it more.
Football.
Say it more into the mic, you bimbo.
Football.
Football.
Basketball. What? In your opinion, this is kind of be a little bit more elaborate, not that too long. Hardest sport, and then you just say like a one sentence after why.
Football, because if you make one mistake, the whole play fails.
I have to agree.
All right. I can definitely agree with the team aspect. I feel like it's the hardest.
Actually, no. If you go like pure hardest sport, honestly, probably either wrestling or rugby. Because you have to be like in insane like running shape. Or like.
Rugby's intense, dude. I'm actually I want to say that. That might be my new answer.
I think it's gonna be rugby.
All right, ready?
You gotta like be extremely strong. You gotta take a hit, and you gotta like be like able to move.
All right. Top 5 TV shows growing up.
Like, what do you mean by grown up? Like, what age group?
Growing up?
Anytime.
Like literally from the age of 3
I'm not
to
gonna do
like
them in
12.
order,
I
but
don't
I'll
know.
definitely put them in a list. It'd probably be like Courage the Calorie Dog. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, of course.
The Neighbor Next Door. Oh no, the kid next door. SpongeBob.
You mean Codename Kid Next Door? Kids Next Door?
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Was like the 5 little kids who were like.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
FBI
Yeah, it's on Cartoon
agency. Yeah. Fuck Ed Eddie. That was a good
That
one.
was a good show.
Family Guy in South Park.
Yeah. SpongeBob, Drake and Josh, Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know. I don't know. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yep. I'm gonna say.
And I don't know, one more. Fucking Family Guy.
Growing up, you watched that?
Dude, I watched Family Guy mad
same. I watched
early.
I think the first time I ever watched Family, I was at Camlet's house for his like 12th birthday or something like that. I
I
remember
watched-
watching some weird Adam Sandler movie. Like I woke up to some weird Adam Sandler movie. I forget.
Dude,
Same thing. When I was like 12 or 13, I was at Clab's house. It's in the basement after a huge party he had, and it was you know the Adam Sandler movie Click.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it might have honestly been that movie.
He kept
No, always Big Daddy. Never mind, my bad.
he kept playing it on repeat, and I just kept waking up to it. I'm like, the fuck? It was either Click or That's My Boy. It was like one of those.
Yeah. Wait, what was the thing?
Top 5 shows.
Oh, top 5 shows: SpongeBob, Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. This is not in order. I fucked hard, absolutely hard, with Zoe 101 and Ned's Declassified.
Ned's Declassified was such a good show.
Very-
so underrated.
If you didn't watch that show,
iCarly.
like go watch it now. I don't know where you can find it. I think they had some of it on demand, like literally like 2 episodes. But if
Was it maybe on Hulu? I don't know.
you gotta look it up, that's such an underrated show. It was an awesome show. I remember coming home from school, I would watch that. Then it'd be Zoe 101 and Drake and Josh, Teen Nick. Like that shit was popping, dude. That was awesome. I love that. All right, next one we're going on to your favorite movie. You can just name like one of your favorite movies. One of them. It doesn't have to be your favorite one because I don't really have one.
American Sniper.
I like that one too. All right.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans? Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go with like The Blind Side, dude. I
love
love that movie. I watched it like when it came out. I loved it. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Christmas, man. Favorite brand?
Brand.
Of what?
Just anything like your. No, I meant like clothing. My bad. I meant like clothing.
Nike.
Nike.
Polo. Polo. First app you open when you wake up.
What was that again?
First app.
Like when you open it, when you wake up, and you turn on your phone. What's the first thing that you open?
Easily Snapchat for the streaks.
Snapchat is. I live on Snapchat.
Yeah, I would say Snapchat as well. What is this? All right, first video game you've ever played or you have memory of playing, or you can even say console.
Call of
too.
Duty 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way, that was your first.
Yeah,
one.
that was my first game in my grandfather's house. He made me play Call of Duty. It was like a D-Day mission.
What?
I was like 3 years old.
D-Day.
And I hate Germans for the longest time because of the game.
Aren't you part German?
Yeah. No, not I hated it, but I was younger till like 6. I was like, yo, Germans are crazy.
The first video game I remember playing was like some like weird Spider-Man game, but like I always just like the early Madden games like on the Wii.
Yeah, I think my first game, dude, I don't even know. It was super old. I mean, it was either Banjo-Kazooie. I had 3 things: Banjo-Kazooie, Sonic, or this weird Star Wars game on PS1. I have like the discs over there. PS1 was super old too. What's your favorite video game ever? Like you can say the series, you can say a series in general. So you can say like MLB 2K, NBA 2K, that stuff. But what's your favorite?
Well, that's a tough one. I play all different games. Probably, fuck. If I had to say my favorite series, it has to be Call of Duty. 'Cause, like,
that's
I have so many memories of Call of Duty, and I play with millions of friends on that.
Madden, but I think my favorite Madden was Madden 11, the Drew Brees
Yep.
cover.
My favorite
Probably
too.
favorite video game I've ever played.
Awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, it was like probably like my.
couple years they had the soundtrack absolutely kicking.
Yeah, they definitely did. That's probably my favorite Madden game. I have to say Call of Duty too. I think I fuck with that.
Well, it's
Obviously.
like a tradition to like buy the next Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Play it. It's
and
like,
just hop
I have
on.
to get that in the next Madden.
Yeah.
Just have to.
Yeah, there's certain titles you have to get every year.
And Battlefield, I just have to get those.
I used to play. Yeah, Battlefield was pretty fun. My phone's fucked, dude. It's being him. Sorry.
Steven.
Oh, here. This is an intro. If you died, like after, like say you just died after the podcast or whatever. If you knew you were gonna die tomorrow, what would you want your last meal to be?
Steak.
Like if you had like a choice to eat your favorite meal and that was gonna be your last meal, what would you want?
I said steak.
No, I know you. Eric's thing.
Yeah, I kept looking
You,
at-
you
Oh,
can
no, I
literally
thought
like
you
you can
still
you
go.
can say the most specific. I actually want to hear more specific than just steak, Johnny. You're just gonna eat a plate of steak.
Fine, I'll do it right after, Erik.
All right. Honestly, a Fuddruckers burger, like loaded up
Loaded up.
milkshake,
Loaded
dude.
up.
Milkshake, dude. With you know what's absolutely gas? That's so underrated.
What?
Loaded waffle fries. Dude, you know what you know what those are?
I've seen them.
They're so good. Like, if you like the waffle fries from Friendly's though.
Dude, you just got me. Oh man, I could use a fribble with my meal.
Ooh, like yeah. it's for
Ben's
sure.
like fribble. Amy used to make those.
Dude, that was a dyke.
Wait, what? Oh, it was Dyke. That's all. What? Oh, what else do you want with your steak there, bud?
Well, I mean, we love unhealthy bad food, but like if it was like my last meal, would probably be a steak, like a sirloin steak, like a New York strip with mashed potatoes with gravy, and a side salad balsamic vinegar.
Dude, I've changed over time, and I honestly think that's my answer too, with peas.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly,
Peas.
I
in there.
love steak so much, bro. I take a bite of the steak, I get some mashed potatoes, dip them in the peas.
Hey,
And,
you know,
like-
I have
like
some
if
good
the peas
news.
stuck
I
in
have
there
good
and then I
news
eat
of
'em.
steak. I have some good news. So
What?
yesterday, I got a $50 gift card to the Texas Roadhouse.
Let's go right now. No. Yo, is Riverview open right now?
Open till
No.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Should we go buy pizza?
Yes,
I
I'm
can go
starving. I had eggs for dinner. Nothing.
All right, yo, you drive me around then. You want to go to like Pavilion and just chill?
I have to drive.
Yeah,
How you drive?
dude, I live here.
Why? Who agrees that the host should drive?
Shut the fuck up. All right.
Meh.
What? Also, along the if you were to like die the next day, what would be an activity that you want to do? If you've done it already, it's gonna be your favorite activity, whatever. But if you had one more activity to do, what would it be?
That's a weird question. Like activity, probably a nice game of lacrosse or beer pong with the boys.
Pull me in Oklahoma. That's like the happiest I'll ever be.
Put me where?
Like you know, like in the football drills, like in Oklahoma, like
Oh yeah,
those are the best, dude. Just like having those.
yeah.
No, those aren't even Oklahoma. Those are just like one-on-ones. Like you know, like the two linemen and like have a running back and a linebacker. There's nothing better than that. Like that, having those one day per year, like in high school, just getting those. It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, I loved playing like I like doing the team v team stuff in basketball when you have like a spot on the floor and you have to work with like a group of guys to like beat the other team that's on the other half of the court. I loved that freshman year. We used to do that like every Friday basically.
Yeah.
That was so fun. So we got already went over this. What's your dream job? Just real fast, dream job.
Dream job.
Fuck. Dream job would probably be like NBA player. I don't know, something like
Right now, Johnny, like something real, right? Realistic right now. You kind of already said it. You said
yeah,
like, marine
environmental like.
marine
like-
biologist
What
at
specific
Salem.
job is your dream job?
Probably just work out in the field and just do examples.
Yeah.
Call games for the Pats.
Dude, rip up some Call of Duty. I'm serious.
I
I'm
mean,
serious.
You're not wrong. People like make a shit ton of money off
I'm
of it.
serious. That's like
Yeah.
that would be, dude. If I
FaZe
could,
Clan.
if I could sit there for 4 hours stream and then like go play at events, I would. I love that. I love competing. Like right now, I get so bored with video games now because Jody and Scumbag we haven't played in a bit, and it's so boring. I like I can't do something and not be competitive. I swear to God.
Yeah, just to add on that, video games are like our life when we were younger. Like,
Yeah.
they're everything. That's where you play with your friends. Now, nobody plays anymore. Like, for me at least,
Yeah.
and I don't even play anymore. I just, like, I play for, like, literally one match of Battlefield. And I
Yeah.
just, like, "Ugh, this sucks. I just go
Yeah.
Vickers or something.
Well, because it's like, dude, it's like a weird addiction. It's almost like a high, like a drug addiction, where it's
Yeah.
like you're trying to reach that. You want to like reach the high that you used to have.
Yeah.
Like when you like I'm like, dude, like we want to get everyone on the same console again, but it's like it's never gonna be like the same.
No.
Like that's the shit that like actually kind of sucks.
I just realized that we'll never have like a legit like Xbox party, like probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't.
And
Well,
just
like-
like fuck around with like talking about like Lori and like stupid like just like that
Well,
shit like
Well, like we had an Xbox party like last week, but it's just
yeah
Like, we won't have like the.
as much like we used to do like
Like one thing that I'll definitely regret about that back in the day is like me and my friends used to play so long at night to like 2 a.m. and like I definitely miss a lot like fun stuff. Try like parties so, like freshman and sophomore year that I regret missing.
yeah. Who's your favorite actor? You can say one of your favorite actors. It doesn't doesn't have to be your favorite actor.
Adam Sandler. I don't know.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's definitely up there.
Yeah, probably Adam Sandler too. I agree.
Some
You're
of his movies are just so bad.
the fuck.
You had
The first sports game you ever went to, like stadium or anything like that,
like pro or just like
Pro.
All right.
Pat's game against the Bills. I was like 6.
Red Sox game when I was 7, they lost to the Blue Jays 14-3.
How do you fucking remember that?
Because they lost fucking 14-3 to the fucking Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. Mine was a Red Sox game too. I don't remember who it was against, but I was pretty young. I definitely was pretty young. You know what's weird? I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about people that like I haven't seen in a while and just like how they would be doing. There used to be a guy. I used to go to Red Sox games a shit ton, like probably like 3 times a month, and like this is probably like 6 summers ago. He used to send me signed balls and cards. This guy from Connecticut, and he sent me happy birthday letters and stuff. And he's like the super like I hope he's doing okay. I don't know anything about that. All right, to end it off on probably one of our favorite things. What is the craziest party you've been to?
Oh fuck! I have like 100 to name off. There's some in college that are crazy, but they're not the same as party of your boys. But craziest party of all time, either has to be the one in Georgetown that got busted for New Year's, or the 4th of July party last summer. That was wild.
Oh yeah, that
Actually,
was actually fucking wild.
Jack, you can go first. I'm gonna skip.
Think more.
Yeah.
Dude. I think Tommy Heron's was pretty fucking lit.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about craziest or just like best or just like or
Best
the
//
wildest?
crazy. I mean,
Well,
I
like
don't know.
crazy is like could be like
Crazy. All right. Well, crazy. Then it's definitely the pre-max on 4th
Yeah,
for me and
yeah.
Johnny. Like that was. They had a DJ. People were. I'm talking. People were doing.
5
Yeah,
grades were
people,
there.
people were doing blow. Like it was like people
Is that what you're talking about? Crazy or just like the best?
crazy.
That
I
was
think. I think my best is Tommy's. I
Oh,
love.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
hands
I
down.
died.
Hands down. Tommy's.
Absolutely.
Hands
Tommy's
down,
the best, yeah.
Tommy's was the best.
Yeah.
Stu's was pretty
Pre-max
fun
was
this
the
year, but, like,
craziest.
not even close to Tommy's.
Yeah.
That, like Tommy's was like absolutely legendary.
They had the big
Jack
speakers.
left
and
early.
what?
Jack left early.
I left
That's
at
the best.
2:30. That's not early.
It's not really. No, it's not early. I mean, like I slept over, but like.
No,
it's-
no, like you and me slept over, and there was some crazy fun stuff when people left the club.
Yeah.
like Hannah when she took the edible.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, so,
Wait.
so Hannah the whole time I was like, oh my god, like Brum Fabry, like give me what you Cowan, it was Cowan, give me one of your edibles, like I just want to try it, I just want to get high. I'm like, he gives her one, and it was like 4 in the morning. It was like late. It was like way after you left. You probably passed out
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think- yeah.
And everybody was just like watching it, and she takes it, and she's like, "Oh wait, there's a mistake." And Brum's like, "You know, go for a long ride." Cowan's like next to Brum, like, "Yeah, you're going. This will be a long ride for you, Anna." And she starts crying.
I just picture Brum like saying that.
She started bawling her eyes out. It was like, "I don't know, this is a mistake." Starts puking everywhere in the bathroom. everywhere.
Oh, that's
I didn't
disgusting.
know about that.
She comes back.
Dude,
after,
Charlie's was actually pretty crazy for me. Charlie Egan's, you weren't there. Sorry, I just completely kind of cut you off.
Yeah, but back like, just to finish on the hand thing, she like came out of her eyes red as shit. I'm like, holy fuck! And like Michaela's like dancing nuts with the dot squad. It was like 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the a.m.
In the a.m. bitch.
Yeah, what do you craziest and then like best, or like you can define it however you
Wait,
want.
are you done with yours? or-
Yeah, I already said Premax by far
All right,
craziest for me.
You guys weren't there because it was in Gloucester. But at Goose Cove,
Goose Cove.
it was this I think April. Like kids were just like
Is this Tab?
no, well, Tab was there, but this wasn't the Tab store. But I don't know, just like people were just like jumping over like a massive like bonfire they had, like well not like a bonfire, but it was like a
what you're
decent
talking
sized
about, yeah.
fire. They were like jumping over it, and it was just like shit was it was some chouse, like the motherfucking chouse. And then like I almost got into a fight with this kid.
Oh, I think you told me this actually. Wait,
Kids,
right?
Colby Mitchell.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just like I can't even like explain how like crazy it was. It was just like it's just like different from an Ipswich party because like there's just like so much more like fucketry that goes
Yeah.
on like down there.
Yeah.
Actually, can I?
Yeah.
As Erik was talking about different Ipswich parties, one of the college parties it was a huge Halloween party at this like the baseball house in my college. It was like 200 something kids showed up.
Oh, you told me about.
Hey, you were the
Yeah.
only one that like you were like
Yeah.
one of the only ones.
Like,
yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't put the Premax over this one as crazy because that was just one of my homies and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was just like 5 grades, DJ, whatever.
Yeah.
And me and Jack had to walk back in the dark. And
You fucking nerds, man.
um,
That's so funny.
so in the Halloween party, we were all having fun. I'm like Bud Light man. I'm wearing Bud Light shirt and what I have right now. Bud Light cape, Bud Light hat.
Oh, you sent me that Snapchat. You're like dilly.
You're a dilly bitch. And the night before, there was a small party in an apartment. It was like really tight, but the fire alarm went off, so we were all like running through the halls and stuff. But the night after, it was this huge ass party at Depot Hill, and everybody shows up to this. Like I do, and I was like, dude, it's gonna be lit. But I didn't know everybody was like in the fall, still like early fall. That I didn't really know that much people, so I was starting to meet people. And me and my friend James, who's this like tall ass black kid that plays soccer there, and we're like. He's like, yo, Jordan, you want to be my prom partner? I was like, yo, definitely, I'd love to be your prom partner. And me and him finally get in after an hour. We finally get in. It's like say 12:30, and the cops showed up. Me and both us do our first throw, like eye for eye. The cops, everyone's like, get the fuck out! The cops are here! Like shit, and they blocked every door. Exit and window, the cops, like a flashlight, everything, and the New Hampshire, like area I was in, called in like 4 counties for this to contain, and I was stuck inside this room. It was called the sex room. I know it's funny, but I never showed people snaps of it.
Oh yeah, you've told me.
I was hiding in that room, and also like this is one of my favorite moments about it because like I grew up behind the people I was in the room with for like 2 hours in the dark hiding. I was like, shut the fuck up. But the cops never came in. That's the thing. So we were just hiding inside for as long as we could, and same as everybody else. And this kid just stands up, and starts peeing in the kid's closet, the sex room's closet.
What the fuck? Yo, Johnny, real fast. Give me your phone. Do you have it unlocked or no? Can you not unlock it?
Why? What do you need it for?
Call Riverview.
They're closing 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different. They're not gonna answer.
Make you a pizza.
Yeah, they will.
No,
You want to bet? I'll call in right now.
Just finish this first.
Just give me the phone. I'll call it in.
Like kill this kid.
Me?
But back what I was saying is, so I was, and I became really good friends. With really good friends now. Lauren and her friend, and we're all chilling. My friend Jaden was there, and finally we were like, we're like, fine, fuck this. We're gonna walk out. The cops are like, walk out and you won't get in trouble. Da 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 da. And luckily, I drank a lot of my Senka vodka. When I walked out, the cop's like, dude, Bud Light Man's easily hammered right now. And he gives me a breathalyzer. I blew 0. He's like, you know what? I'm really shocked, Bud Light Man, that you didn't drink anything tonight. And I was just like, yeah. And he's like, you didn't even write my name down or anything. You usually write your name down to notify the school that you were caught at a party and stuff. And I went to the sober kids area, and we were outside in the snow. It was snowing Halloween night, not like heavy snow, but like sprinkles. I was out there till 5 a.m. until the bus came, the shuttle, and drove me back to my dorm. I was talking to this girl, Kara. I became really good friends with. She definitely like hooked me up, but I just wasn't really that interested to it because I just wanted to go to bed. But I went back to my room and fell asleep at 6 a.m. because I was on my phone for a little bit. And that was wild. Like, catching being outside from 2:30 to 5 in the snow. And I was wearing just a t-shirt and a cape. And I gave to a girl. It was like, here. And shorts and leggings.
Alright, dude. You good?
Yeah, I think that'll just about
Closing remarks.
Did they didn't answer?
No, they had a busy line, so.
So they probably just
Yeah,
turned it
they
off.
just turned it off.
Yeah, they did. You had some closing remarks. About the podcast and
It's
stuff.
not done for me yet. I'm lucky I did like a duo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're still, are you still going on the party?
No, not with the
No,
party.
no. He's talking about the podcast. But yeah, you guys were both on
Yeah.
individually. I just didn't want
Me-
Johnny
me-
to sit over there the entire time. Because originally I was just gonna do us two, and then I was like, yo, you should just come through. And I'm just like, we should just do all three of
do
us.
it
Right?
separate time. Eric alone. Me. And
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do individual
But-
ones. Yeah.
You know, I'm happy that we did us three because us three have a lot of stories together
Yeah.
and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see you guys in the solo, me and Jack. There'll be a lot of funny impressions and
Climax
stories.
ones. Yeah, dude. We'll definitely do some more ones too. Yeah. All right. Closing remarks.
Yeah, same here. You guys heard a good amount of stuff
You guys
today.
look in the camera.
Fuck you. Where's the? Oh, I didn't even know the camera's right.
Yeah.
But
You keep looking up at the screen. Like you should look into the camera.
yeah, you guys heard some good amount of stuff today, but you haven't even heard come close to like all the shit that we have.
Yeah,
stored
dude.
in
Like
here.
we probably could talk. It's
maybe for date.
it's
think we
12
could
o'clock. I mean, we could probably do impressions for 6 hours straight.
and not get tired of it.
I'm not even joking. Yeah. All right. Well,
Jack's the best at them.
nah.
All right.
All right.
Final words. I don't know, man.
Peace.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, dude. I hope you guys improve your lives in some way out of this. We had a lot of valuable stuff to talk about, and then we just talked about a lot of personal fun stuff that happened with us. And yeah, dude, we're gonna definitely make more memories, and we're probably gonna have more podcasts. So thank you guys for watching. Peace out, dude.